so lucky, David. Remember, leading in Homestead, obviously he wasn't in that sort of position here at Surfers Paradise, but there's obviously been a major accident. Just look at the debris.
There's so much debris there. They're obviously going to stop the race. And it's a shame to see accidents like this at the beginning of the race because it's just so disheartening.
Well, look in the background there. I mean, we can't see what happened, but that's just been a huge impact there. I'm trying to spot. Well, oh, yes, well, you can see there's been a car with its left front ripped off. That's Christian Fittipaldi, I think. I think that was the Budweiser car, the Swift of Christian Fittipaldi, that's made contact with Gilles de Ferran, and Christian's car's been ripped off. There's Michael Andretti picking his way through, and there is Christian, and well, it looks as though he may well have got trapped in the car. He's obviously moving around okay, but it looks as though he's stuck in the car, and the kart safety team are on the scene very quickly as ever to try and get him out of the Swift, and that has obviously been a very, very nasty accident indeed. Christian Fittipaldi was lying in about 6th or 7th place there, starting in 9th position. Gilles de Ferran had started in 11th place, and it's obviously clear that Christian is in a fair bit of discomfort.
Yeah, it's obviously, you can see there's a lot of damage on the car, and the front of the car, at the bulkhead there, you know, his feet will probably be sticking out a little bit there, so obviously it's concern for his legs.
Let's just have a look and see. Well, the race has been stopped, and there, my word, he really hit that wall at an angle, didn't he? Well, a very direct hit onto the wall. And there was obviously contact between him and another car before they even got to that
looks
stage.
like it's Gilles and Christian have touched wheels and have just sent each other into the wall, and obviously Christian's come off a lot worse. That second impact there was probably the one that's done the damage.
Yeah, that's right. Once the initial impact is absorbed, and these cars have amazing properties to absorb impact from very high speed, but once the absorption has occurred once, then of course there's not much there to take a secondary impact sometimes. And this is really, well, let's see what this is going to be, isn't it? Because this is the view from on board.
He's getting touched, getting hit by someone behind him, and obviously that's just sent him into the wall.
Let's take a look. He goes across the pit lane exit and then straight into the wall. And the
camera didn't like it either.
No, that's right. And well, that was a very nasty looking accident indeed. I mean, from what we've seen, it looks as though Christian is basically okay, but it's really a question of if he's damaged his feet, his ankles, or his legs in this. And you can see the cutting device at the front there. Let's look from Michael Andretti's point of view. Can we see? Well, we couldn't. It was him and Gilles, definitely Gilles and Christian, who tangled there. But very difficult to actually see what initiated that and how they managed to make contact, because perhaps Gilles was trying to squeeze through, perhaps Christian hadn't seen him, was just trying to take his line through that little curve. It's really just a gentle curve there, isn't it?
Yeah, that's right. It's, you know, two guys trying to probably save their own ground going into the corner, and may have misjudged it slightly, but let's hope that Christian's okay.
That's right. So Alex Zanardi was the race leader before that happened. We're going to take a break. Come back with us in just a moment. Thanks to an accident to Christian Fittipaldi, a very nasty looking accident, and the kart safety team still working on that corner and still working to get Christian out of the car, trapped in the car after a frontal impact against the wall, a contact that was made between him and Gilles de Ferran. David, we were looking at it again a little bit just over the break. Still very difficult to see what actually initiated it, wasn't it?
Yeah, obviously, because all the angles didn't really give us a clear indication, but obviously he's had 2 hits of the wall, and these cars are very strong, but once they've had their second hit, it tends to weaken everything around your feet when you go head first like that. But you know, the guys here who are working on it are the best you can actually get in the business. So, you know, as far as that's concerned, you know, Christian's in good hands, so they'll be taking their time, and their main concern will obviously be Christian.
Yes, and the medical facilities and everything here in Australia are amongst the finest as well. The kart medical team that travels to each and every of the races, including the ones outside the United States, and headed by Dr. Steve Ovey nowadays. New kart medical director from the beginning of this year. Well, there's Christian out of the car. It's really just a question of the damage that's been done to his feet or ankles in that impact. Now, of course, these chassis, they're built out of carbon fibre monocoque, carbon fibre honeycomb, And they are immensely strong, aren't they? I mean, the properties of this material, not only is it so light, but it really is immensely strong stuff.
Yeah, it's amazing material, and also the rules and regulations for kart are very strict as far as driver safety is concerned. They've always had a lot of padding around their heads, which Formula One have sort of followed. And there's Christian now, that's at high speed.
Yeah, that shows you how fast he went in, doesn't it? And this is the view again from Michael Andretti, and just look at the amount of debris that was thrown across in front of Andretti. Well, he did well to avoid it.
Yeah, he was lucky to get through it. And lucky that escape road was there as well.
Yeah, that's right. So a really dramatic accident indeed. And well, as we say, let's just hope that Christian's okay. You can see one of the shock absorbers there that's actually been unbolted, or unless that actually came free in the accident, that may well have been unbolted by the safety team as they got Christian out of the car. And they're obviously just